Alright, welcome to Thaddeus Cooking Show. Have you ever had chicken left over or any type of food left over and you didn't feel like eating the same thing? Well, I have just a meal for you. I have some leftover chicken right here, right? Leftover chicken breasts. Then I have some pasta and broccoli florets, which is frozen, but fresh will be a whole lot better. I have garlic powder, black pepper, chopped onions, sweet basil, and sea salt. Now, what I do have here is I'm going to make my sauce with cream and mushroom and a little bit of milk. Now, if you hold on just a second, I'll show you how to do it. But first, you have to get you a skillet, because it's not going to be that much. You want it to be a shallow pot, and you keep more of the flavor and the steam in. You keep the flavor from escaping from the pot. So you need a skillet and a top. And I preferably like to have a 2-inch skillet. Um, which is pretty a nice, good set I got at a wedding party. But check this out, and I'm gonna show you what it works. Hold on a second. Okay, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut up this chicken right here, and put some butter, and get you some onions cut about a quarter diced. Get you some onions, bell peppers, or whatever seasonings that you prefer to have, and you're gonna put it in the pot. Okay, now that we've cut our chicken and onions and put our butter into the pot, let's add a little bit more butter. That's going to give you some saute right there. And then we're going to add our spices, right? I love onions, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more chopped onions. Give me some garlic. I get this garlic. I love garlic. Garlic gives so much flavor. I like black pepper. I do have other seasonings. I'm not a Tony's, and I love sweet basil. Sweet basil just gives things a flavor, right? And we're going to... about like that. Alright, and then we're gonna let this go ahead and just cook and saute real good. Once we get it sauteed, I can start smelling the mixtures of the spices already. You see the steam coming from the bottom of the pot? Hold on. Give me a quick second and we'll get started, and we'll come back to making the cream sauce. Okay. Now that we have our chicken and spices and seasonings sauteed, right here we're gonna get started on our sauce. Okay, we're going to get the butter melted so where it's melted real good. I'm going to turn this fire down just a little because we don't want to burn our sauce. We just want to get this butter melted real good, okay? Don't worry, every part of the stove is not on, but let's practice a little bit of safety and take everything from off the stove, okay? So now that we got that going, what we're going to do is we're going to take about a cup of milk, right? We're gonna get it going right here. This is what we're gonna put our pasta in. Right now, we don't do. Normally I do flour if I already have pasta cooked, and that'll thicken up our sauce. But see what's gonna happen? I'm gonna let this get to this to simmer, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my noodles in there. Now I did change my noodles to egg-free white pasta ribbons. That's gonna actually come out pretty good. And the starch from that is actually going to thicken up my mixture as I pour it on top of my mix right here. So we're going to go ahead and let that seasoning. But what I want to do is I want to get started on. I like to make drinks while I'm cooking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare a drink for y'all. Just 1 second, please. Now what I have here is I have a bottle of Caliber rum and some Mix of Masters pina colada. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get a bag of ice, and we're gonna put it in this blender, and we're gonna blend it up real good. Now I like to use 1 cup of rum to a cup and a half of pina colada, and we're gonna get it mixed, and I'll come back right back to you, show you. 1 second. All right, we got that all mixed up, and it looks pretty good right here. I'm gonna give it a shot. This is pretty good. I love it. Like I said, I love to drink, have a little drink while I'm cooking, and put us a little pizzazz. Xplicit Cuisine. 1 second. Let's get back to our meal. Okay, now we're back. I went ahead and put the cream and mushroom inside of the butter sauce and milk. And what we're going to do is we're going to whisk. Of course, with a fork. I don't have a whisk at hand, but what we're going to do is we're going to whisk it until we can get the cream and mushroom to be evenly with the consistent as the butter sauce, right? And I do have it on medium temperature. Again, not to burn the sauce. And we just wanna get it to where we can have everything we're gonna let that simmer down just a second. And I did pull off my sauteed chicken seasoning spices on the side, and we're gonna wait till this to cook. As soon as that makes, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the ribbons inside. Here you go, nice fine Alfredo chicken, Xplicit Cuisine. Come back, holla. I got a nice meal for you next time. Who ready for some grilled down?